Good morning, my name is Cassie, and today we're reading through Matthew 18. I like this chapter because I think it gives us a lot of insight into God's character and who He is. In the first section, Jesus answers the disciples of who the greatest in the kingdom is, and his answer probably caught them off guard. And I think that Jesus is always doing things to catch us off guard and answering our questions. And it's like, I didn't expect him to say that. And I love that about him. And then he goes on and he talks about how we shouldn't be the ones tempting others. And he gets really stern here. And, that's a good dad should be stern. And, he's kind of actually gory in his response, but, I don't think that good dads should be gory, but the stern, making sure that we know right from wrong. But then in his next breath, he says, if I have a lost sheep, I'm going to do anything I possibly can to get them back, and I'm going to celebrate them. And so I love that while he can be super stern and making sure that we know right from wrong, he's going to be really loving, and he's going to take us back no matter what, every single time. And I love that about him. And then he talks about how we need to treat other believers. If we need to correct them, we do it privately, and that's gentle and kindness and lovingness, that we aren't out there publicly shaming them, just like how he would do for us as well. He's going to talk to us privately. He's not going to do anything publicly. And the last parable is my favorite. This servant who is forgiven by his master, but then he doesn't forgive his servant, and then he turns out and he gets physically tortured because of this. And while I don't think that it's in God's character to physically torture us if we don't forgive somebody, I do think that it's something that we sort of bring on ourselves emotionally and mentally. He wants us to forgive, I think, mostly for ourselves, because if you hold on to that unforgiveness, it can torture you inside emotionally and mentally. And I think that's really important. He gets so stern here again with this because he knows that it's so good for us to forgive other people, and that he wants us to have that. And I love Peter's response. Peter asked Jesus, "Now, how many times should we forgive somebody? 7?" I'm like, Jesus can be like, "Yeah, Peter, sure. Like, you did it. Good job." Like, no, we forgive them 70 times 7, which is forever. You're always forgiving other people. It's good for you. It's good for them. And, it's what God tells us to do. So I love that part at the end. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day.